Hello and welcome to the early access event for Through the Omenpaths / Spiderman. We have 24 hours to play with these new cards before they disappear for a week and then become live for everyone on Arena next Tuesday. For this next deck, we're just going to try out some new cards in the Orzhov build. I'm not saying it's optimal, I'm just going to try to shove in some new stuff and see how they play. We have Rylex the Accursed here, a 3-mana 2/3 legendary creature, symbiote soldier hero. It's got Flash and Menace. Whenever another non-token creature you control dies, you draw a card and lose a life. So unfortunately, it is not all creatures. Otherwise, it'd be really good with Voice of Victory, right? Attack with this. The opponent maybe does no blocks, whatever. Flash this in, draw 2 cards, lose 2 life off the token sack would be really nuts. But it's non-token creature, so whatever. We'll try this out. We certainly have lots of other non-token creatures. We're also going to try out Vigo here. Played this in the mono blacklist. The ability to get back a 1-drop seems pretty decent, especially paired with Confessor's Bindings. You probably don't want more than one of these in the deck, right? You probably can't support 2. We just don't have enough creatures to do that, I think, most of the time. But these two play pretty well together because Vigo guarantees you get another creature. And if you have 2 creatures, you can fuel the Confessor's Binding. So we'll see how this card does. In general, we have a lot of creatures, so hopefully we can tap some of them and draw some extra cards on end step. It's a little bit weird deck construction wise because the more 3-drops you have, the less synergistic you are with Raise the Pass, and the more 3-powered creatures you have, the less synergistic you are with Gorehound. So I'm not saying this is optimal. We're just trying to fit in some new cards into a shell and see how they play out without worrying too much about it. Okay, we'll see how this goes. Mostly I'm curious how the 3-mana 2/3 Flash does, because there already exists like a card that's very similar, right? I think it's Midnight Reaper. I think it's a 3-mana 3/3, no Flash, no Menace. Whenever, I don't know if it's any creature or only non-creatures. MTG Midnight Reaper. Let's see here. 3-mana 3/2. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Midnight Reaper deals 1 damage to you, and you draw a card. So very similar. Reverse stat line. This guy's legendary. It's got Flash and Menace though, and maybe the Flash could be pretty interesting. People might not see that coming for a little while. And then Vigo just generically seems very good. Just bringing back the 1-drop, more sack fodder. Honestly, seems quite good. It's just a drawback, like I said, is the more 3-drops you play, the less synergistic other parts of your deck get. But yeah, we'll try it out. Queue time, a little bit slower here. We're towards the last hour of the event. There's probably not many people left, except maybe Crokies, who generally stays to the end. But we can read some comments while we wait a little bit. Gabriel Gross Damage says, "Hey man, just want to say thank you. I watch your videos with an accent on the E every evening before I go to sleep. Thanks. Thank you for watching." I wonder how that does. Like usually I would say I play pretty calmly, but occasionally I get excited. If it doesn't disrupt your sleep too much. It's Alfano. The Virtuous. We're on the draw. We got a 1-drop and a 2-drop. I don't play this deck a whole lot, so I'll have to think about sequencing more than usual. Demolition Field. Okay. Could play this on black. Probably always go Gorehound. But we don't have that many Raise the Pass, so we're not like... We can try to Turbo Mill, but we actually don't have a consistent strategy since I cut some of that to play the new cards. Double Gorehound looks good to me. Raise the Past this early. We only have 2 in the whole deck. What's the point of Turbo Milling if we don't have this card? I think you keep this one. I think you keep the first one, as sad as that is. We'll draw it, and then maybe we can get some more action going after that. Kind of not the optimal time to have it, but I'm not going to complain too much. Opponent on Demir, Demolition Field. Alright, so we know that one's on top. I guess we don't mind turbo surveilling at some point, so I think we want to get the collar down. Counter block. Yeah, we'll play this out before combat. There is some stick here. See if they kill... Nope. Okay. Let's attempt to get in there. So we could Turbo Mill 3 right now into Raise the Past. It's pretty good, right? I think it's worth it. Unless they counter it, then we're super sad. Yeah, I know that's silly, but I think this is actually worth it. Everything can go, and then we'll hope to draw a 4th land eventually. And then we'll just Raise the Past. I think that's the plan here. Hopefully we get a little bit more creatures, otherwise we just break even, right? There's no point in doing this unless we... Okay, our entire board is gone. I think we netted up like a extra Vondham and a extra Voice of Victory that would get back off Raise the Past. Shock in. Spooky. Okay, become a copy of any creature card in a graveyard. Except it's Kaviro and he's a 4/4 spider. Copy you? Alright, we don't have the land yet. That's okay, we can now surveil with the collar here. And hope they don't have a counterspell, I guess. Otherwise, this is all kind of for naught. Alright, where are we going? There's only 1 mana open, so we're hoping they let's try to keep land on top at this point. You can go. We'll try one more time. Land. Yeah, we'll keep it. Let's not be too greedy. And this guy's Vigilance is not tapped, so I'm not anticipating the counterspell here. Let's do the thing. I'm not sure how aggressively Turbo Surveil... Oh my god, there it is again. It's a waste to Turbo Surveil, like whatever, keep this on top. That's such a waste again. But there's only 1 more in the deck, and it's right there. So, yeah. Okay. No new cards. It's nice. We'll decline. Do not have another Servant him? Did they exile it when they copied it? Sacking our whole board state to get it back now seems a little bit unproductive. Let's hold on. Get some better scries too. Let's see. Dies or put in exile. Okay. I think it can all basically go. There's a new card. But we're just doing the Turbo Surveil thing at this point. Yeah, I know, I know. Okay, big block. I don't think we're necessarily going to turbo sack everything. Might just take the L here anyway. To 1. Sure. They do exile the graveyard. I actually totally forgot about that. That's okay. I guess we should have kept... There's no incentive to mill any further. You got it. Actually forgot that card has the last stage there. Okay. Take the Surveil there. We just move on to the next game. Well, we didn't get to show off any new cards there, but we do run quite a bit. We'll try again. kind of awkward sequencing having both raise the pass immediately on top. The Veteran Brawler. We're on the play. We do have the bindings. Yeah, we'll give it a go. No one drop otherwise. Cannot play this early. It's better late game top deck. At the beginning of your end step, you may tap 2 untapped creatures you control or treasures. If you do, draw a card. Otherwise, sack this enchantment. Okay. Good attack with Vigilance next turn, potentially. And then go like Zealot Bindings, tap both, draw a card. We'll see how defensive we have to be. They could have the in web giant like 4/3, 5/4 spider. Nope. They could attack with both. Maybe they'll have a little burst lightning here. Alright, goes down. Attack with both, get the first spider going. Okay, you can flash you in as a 2/3 and eat the kitten. I don't know that that's that useful, to be honest. I think we go Sephiroth instead. At least threaten block. Because you flash in, block the kitten, they just sack it. Okay, spiders. I did play someone who did this at some point in the early access event, and it was pretty effective. We kind of got rolled on the draw. And here we go again. Go ahead and take the block on the 2/2. They can just sack it in response. See if they have any useful discards. An extra land or something. Discard a Twitching Doll, okay. I guess it does make spiders, doesn't it? Down to 13. And they get a free card. They can play it next turn. We have no answer to that. Yeah, I mean, I guess we can do the bindings thing and draw a card. This thing's gonna have haste though. We're gonna hit for 4, 5, 6, 7. We drop really low. Maybe more. I mean, otherwise, if we play more defensively, we try to double block, it'll be a 5, 6. It's pretty hard for us to kill here, actually. We could trade everything for it. Let's do the bindings thing. Let's do the bindings thing. Let's try it out. Okay. No attacks. We'll tap both. We'll take a lot of damage. Might just die, but that's a good chump block. Okay, we could get things moving in the right direction here. But we're almost just dead. Alright, it's Riot. Let's see if it comes in with haste or haste. We're looking at 8 damage plus draw a card, kind of. Down to 5. Exile top card. It's a land. Seems useful. Backup Kraza. It is legendary though, so this is a bit peculiar. But if you're going to play it out, you get a 5/4 out of the deal. Huh. Is there a 1-drop down here? No, not yet. So we're going to save that guy. Okay, so we want to chump block with the nesting bot at least. And maybe the Seph... No, we need the Sephiroth for life gain. Let's see. Who's getting tapped here, if anyone? Chump block with nesting bot. Chump block with collar, maybe? So tap these guys. Nobody's got trample? Right? It's haste. Yeah, okay, so draw a card. We're just doing the thing. We'll see how it goes. If we live past this turn, we could be okay. That is not great, I would say. But nobody's got trample yet. And we are going to draw a lot of cards per turn. So, we'll see. They do get to keep getting cards off this. Okay. Block here, sack that. And they shouldn't deal any damage, right? Nobody's got trample. Block here, okay. Declare blocks. Sack the bot. We get a lot of triggers here. Maybe we can find lethal off this. Backup relics. Do we want you? I mean, we're gonna play Vigo anyway. We kind of like these cards. They actually do pretty well for us. I mean, otherwise you're just... I think you kind of want this card on top. I know you could Turbo Mill, but we don't really have that as a key part of our strategy. Can also flash in something this turn. If we play Vigo for 3 and land, I guess we could play the Rylex this turn. Block with the Rylex, play the next Rylex after combat, something like that. Okay, let's try this. Let's do this. Okay. Okay. Not bad. Now we can block with Sephiroth and Rylex, potentially. Okay. Do we play Vigo here? Get back. Is there any reason to play one or the other? Nesting bot in general is a little better, I guess. Unless they have a flying attacker. Let's go ahead and do this, I guess. We want to block with Rylex. And then flash on the next one after combat, I think. Menace. We want to block with Rylex and Sephiroth and like the Infestation Sage, I think. So I think we can tap these two this turn. Post-combat will flash on the Rylex. Next turn we can play the next Sephiroth. I think that's what we're doing. The sack effect, another hasty creature, okay. I guess they all have haste. Yeah, they could just win here too. We only have 3 blockers. But they immediately sack it. Interesting. We are also looking if we can just turn around and win. We'll see how greedy they get. Alright. Nobody's got trample. Just you. Okay. Well, this was the plan anyway, because we can flash in the next one this turn. So I guess we'll just do this. Went it down to 9. They do get a card out of the deal. It's a Burst Lightning. That can go face for a lot of damage, or we can pick off Sephiroth or something here. Alright, we'll flash in the next Rylex. Get our value out of it. We're actually holding our own. It's not going so bad here. Blood Witch, not bad. Another Bindings. I don't think we can support more than one though, really, right? I don't think we can find lethal yet either, right? I think we can afford this. At some point, we actually don't need Confet the Binding anymore. Pay to life. They have no trample still. Okay, I think we'll get this down then. No attacks. I mean, we're actually pretty close to finding a way out of this. We don't want to block with Sephiroth. And we don't really want to block with Rylex here. And hopefully we have enough blockers. Raise the Pass is interesting too. Now we can take every block. And then, I guess get the Blood Witch triggers. Do nothing. Okay. So now we can attack with pretty much everything. And just bring it all back. I guess we have to be a little bit careful about that. If we attack with 3 things, just take 3. We have a Sage, a Collar. Oh, the Collar is good, right? I mean, that about does it, right? We do Collar first, and then we just sack our whole board. I think that does it. I don't think we need to worry more than that. With the Blood Witch out? Depends if they can kill the Blood Witch. That will be the question. Good game. Okay, they don't have to sit through this if they don't want to. Cool. Yeah, Rylex is pretty decent there. Alright, sure. Strength of Will. Okay, they're just showing their last cards. And I do not fault them if they want to scoop here. Totally fine with me. It's fine. They don't need to stay for this. I got no problem with leaving here. Because this isn't even a new mechanic to show off. Like, this part everyone knows anyway, so. They can if they want to, if they're trying to be honorable, but I don't. You don't need to do it for me. Or my audience. Very nice of the opponent. I think our audience gets what's going to happen. Okay, one last one. Could also probably attack all at that point. Maybe that's a little bit faster way to do it. Not trying to drag it out. Yeah, we could have attacked all, but maybe slightly faster. Okay, very nice. So how good is the, I mean, how good really is the flash thing over just running Midnight Reaper, you know? It was nice that one turn, we could take the block with it and flash on the next one. That's a tiny bit of extra value. Not huge. How good is a 2-3 stat line versus a 3-2? Doesn't die as easy to burst lightning. The Vigo was nice though. Just getting back the 1-drop to block again for free is actually pretty decent. The bindings, yeah, you probably don't need more than 1. Top tagging 2 is rough. You can never, I don't think you can ever really support. If you can support 2 bindings, you probably already won. Like, it's a really powerful board state. 1 seems very supportable though. It depends who you're up against. I guess mono red will run you over sometimes, but it's not bad. A 1 mana draw free card every turn is extremely efficient if you can support it. So I don't hate that card. Yeah, I don't know. All these cards are worth playing around with. Let's see if we can learn anything else about this set. Esucks Alpha says snooze next to next expansion. I had a super fun time playing the spider cards, but I don't know what's going to get buffed in best of 3. Besides, I think the Pixie deck could get a lot better in best of 3. I think this is the same opponent. This is a very good hand with Gorehound into double nesting bot. And we're on the play as well. That's nice too. Go ahead and surveil everything down there for now. Turbo surveil into raise the past. Alright, well we can't raise those back, but whatever. Okay, I like it. Spider is fun. I guess we could attack with everything here. Either get the Rylex, draw. It's just a little more mana efficient, so I'm down for that. Alright, we'll flash this in, which is a little interesting. Maybe if they knew about it, they'd take no blocks. I don't know. Oh, you know, we also get the Surveil off of the Gorehound because it's a 2-powered creature. That does make it a little bit better, potentially. Than the 3/2 Midnight Reaper in this particular deck, because Gorehound is just so good at doing what it does. Alright, Patchwork on Spider. Interesting. We have to remember they could potentially have the 5-mana Spider out of nowhere and just kill us out of nowhere. That could definitely happen. Alright, we can continue to get the Gorehounds down. Probably something like this. Okay, can sack this. And then we'll probably mill everything out with the Zealot this turn. And because we already have the next land for Raise the Past. Everyone can go. Everyone can go. Okay. Yeah, we'll keep going. Getting for a little bit of menace damage. Speed up to max, interestingly enough. And then take what blocks we can, sack the whole board, Raise the Past. We actually only have one Blood Witch in the deck now, which I regret a little bit. Like, I wish we had more. But making cuts for the new cards, I just want to make space, and that was one of the cards I cut, but we don't have like an auto win. That card plus a Zealot is basically your auto win, but since we only have one, could be a while till we actually get there. If Raya gave Trample, this would be vastly scarier. Yeah, they still could go the 5-mana Spider and win. I don't anticipate them having Trample. +4/+4 until end of turn. Okay, sure. Everything can go. Don't get any draws off the Rylix for these guys because they are tokens. We'll draw a little bit off of this. Okay, we'll drop the Gorehound as well. And then I guess we'll keep the Rylix. You could sack it, but I think we'll keep it, I guess. Another... I do think we'll Turbo Mill for the next Raise the Past. We don't need many of these cards, really. If I saw a Sephiroth, I might keep it. Just to give us a drain effect. Okay, nice. Is there anyone worth sacking here? We could probably sack the nesting bots. And the stages and stuff. I think it might be worth it. We could always chump block, of course, but I think it's probably worth it. We just have so much draw and surveil via the Rylix plus the... we don't have any life gain, though, so the Rylix is hurting us quite a bit. But I'm hoping we can get to something useful. Like, I think I would keep a Sephiroth or a Witch here. The Witch. You can always Raise the Past with that one. And we just have so much draw power here. We might deck ourselves. I think it's worth it to keep doing this, though. We only have 18 cards left. I think it's worth it to keep going this path. There's the Raise the Past. We don't really need this card to win because we're going to Raise the Past anyway. And I think we'll stop about here. Now that we have the Blood Witch down there. Sure, it's fine. I don't think we need that card either. Ten cards left. Okay, I think we let it go at this point. Okay, no attacks. Unfortunately, a very long turn. I do feel a little bit bad about that. Yeah, good game. You can scoop. Yeah, it's fine. The Rylex... I mean, we drew a lot of cards off of that. We're definitely feeling the hurt of not having a... maybe we'll wait just a minute here, just see if he can queue up into someone else. Although he could be doing the same thing. Yeah, we're feeling the... Yeah, whatever. Fine. Feeling the hurt a little bit of not having a drain effect on the battlefield when we go for that. Because we cut some Sephiroth and we cut the Witch. And that seems to be very important for those big Surveil turns. I think getting the life gain as you go and having that as the win con is very important. The Rylex drawing cards is definitely decent. The fact that it's 2 powered and gets you a Surveil off the Gorehound is also decent. And the Flash is maybe sometimes relevant. Like maybe you catch people a little bit off guard early game. You get an extra draw where they didn't expect it. You get a little bit further than you had otherwise if you just slam the Night thing, the Midnight Reaper. Definitely has some value to it. I do hope we don't queue up against the same opponent again, because I feel a little bit bad. Since they don't have any trample, they can't really take advantage of all of our blocks. And they just kind of sit there, we surveil the whole time, and that's not really a good experience. It's not really a good Magic experience for anyone. For you guys or for them. So, I don't know. Maybe we'll just play one more game and then call it for the early access event. I'm not sure what order I will release these in. I try to put the most interesting ones first. So even if this is the last one I'm recording, it might not be the... please be a different opponent. I don't know if they want to play against us again. I think we'll just scoop because I think we can just call it here maybe. They don't need to play against this. I'm just going to say sorry or something. Because I don't think they need to play against this. And if he's the only guy left, I just feel bad. I don't think it's really good. So maybe we'll just wrap up the video here. Maybe this will be the last one. I don't want to waste his time. And it's not really a good matchup for them. And we are definitely playing some new cards, but the strategy is old. And yeah, I don't think I need to be that guy. So I think we'll probably call it here. It's not as good for me from a video standpoint. Like generally longer videos are good. But yeah, I just don't want to spam that against that guy. So hopefully he can queue up into someone else. We could chill here for a little bit and try again, but I just don't know. Maybe he'd appreciate have anyone to play against. I'm not really sure. Yeah, I think Bindings, man, as a one of, it's interesting. But in best of one standard, it's probably difficult to support. I mean, one of max for sure. Vigo, I'm not sure we need. I like the Rylex. I think I would cut the Vigo. I mean, I think you need all the Sephiroths. I think you need at least 2 Blood Witches. That is basically the core of getting there. And then you need all the Raise the Pass, because it's just too good, right? Technically, if you have Rylex, you can dig twice as fast. So maybe you don't need all the Raise the Pass. But, it's a good card. But the thing is, if the Midnight Reaper already exists and nobody's playing it, it should be pretty indicative. So we'll see. It played well. I mean, maybe just the 2 power flash is enough to give it the value with the Gorehound, but I don't know. Okay, we'll call it there. I'm sorry if this video is a little bit more dragged out. Like, watching me surveil a million times isn't really fun for anyone, but just trying out some of the new cards and some existing strategies that could be strong. We'll call it there. Have a great day. Like and subscribe, leave a comment, and I will see you in the next one.